So when you were in the corporate world, were you vocal about pushing women forward? Because I would imagine when you first entered the corporate retail world, the work environment was maybe not as inclusive as it is today. Were you on the forefront, at least within the May company or May department stores?
Women have always been in retail. People selling in lingerie or cosmetic departments or things that they thought women were more suited for. But actually, I was totally suited for it. And there were women coming up, not many at manager levels, buyer level. And one of the great things about the retail business that I've always said is it's about results. You see your sales every single day. And I didn't know how good I was going to be at it. I was right out of college. I went to work for a man who was very smart, and then he had to take time off. And one of the great things was that his all of our suppliers were so worried that this little kid, literally small and young, was going to ruin his department. And Harry would come back and he wouldn't have his bonus, and I would have destroyed. I'm sure that's what they were thinking. But instead, I knew that. I kind of imagined what they were thinking, and I said, no, I need your help. I want to make it the best department, that when he comes back, he has the biggest bonus he ever had. And it was 1971, and it was women were coming to work in huge quantities now, and there was nothing to buy, to wear. Everything looked like men's clothes. And so things were made in America at that time mostly, and so I could jigger the assortments, and I could order and get it in time. And so when Harry came back, he got the biggest bonus he ever had, and he did share it with me, and I wasn't bonus eligible. And what happened from that was every day that I could see the sales, and I'd say what would sell and what would not sell, and I can go and play with that. I love data. I've always loved information, and in those days we had it on big spreadsheets, not in a Google or on Excel, but you had to figure it out. You had to lay it out and look at it, and things would come and appear to you that you could change, that you could fix. And when I know something's not working, I'm there to fix it. And I don't know how not to do that. And sometimes I shouldn't be doing that. Sometimes it's not my role. And I've learned that over time, that I need to work alongside a lot of other people to do it. That goes a little slower sometimes, but it also makes for more meaningful change. And I've learned that along the way too. But it's very similar. Building a company and building a project like this and being part of a community and being part of a company are not very different. People are people, and they want to know what's going on, and they want to be included. They want to be part of the success. They want their little bit of that, what my teachers and my bosses let me do, and I try to do that. One of our most fun things is the summer interns that we have at our family foundation every summer. They add so much value. At the end of the summer, we ask them to show us their resume and what they wrote about their experience. They always undervalue what they did here, because we let them pick a project, but we save up these projects for that fresh brain that comes with so much open-mindedness. And they do. One student, WashU student, did a project on all of the housing, low-income housing in the city of St. Louis, senior, low-income, all of it. We have a whole gigantic project on this. Who knew? The mayor didn't even have it. That no one had done that. And so when we get mad at neighbors who don't want any more of it, we say, why don't they want it? Look where they live now. Well, that's why, because it's oversaturated. There's no balance of economic income. And in neighborhoods like this, for instance, when retailers or people want to come and they look at the income, they go, that's not enough for us. Well, all these people that live here spend their money, and they spend it somewhere else. They spend it at Target, or they spend it 5 miles away at the mall, or they're spending their money. They don't have any choice to spend it here. So how do we change that story? And I have that business mind and that business curiosity to dig into that data and use that data for good, for making better decisions. And we've done that here. In fact, we had students from WashU help us do the project on the economic development of this project. What did the neighbors want? And they were totally objective, these kids. They went out and they did all the research, they did the study, and that's why we have a bank, that's why we have a deli, that's why we have the pharmacy and the urgent care and the Edward Jones office, because that's what the neighbors said they wanted. Down to the name deli, not Deli Divine, but they wanted a deli. And to them, they may have had a different opinion of what a deli was, but I think they meant sandwiches, breakfast, lunch, affordable, and it's an incredibly popular amenity in our neighborhood now, not just in our project. People come from all over St. Louis to eat at the Deli Divine.